is going on? How are we doing? Is the audio giving audio? Is the audio giving audio? That's what I need to know. Is the audio giving audio? Let me know. I feel like sabotage is occurring. I feel like sabotage is occurring here. I've got to get the content creator microphones out. Isn't that crazy? I had to get the like $300 microphones out for this because apparently the pedophile protectors in Trump's administration and the devil is trying to silence me. They're trying to silence me now because I speak veracity, I speak truth, I speak beauty. So they're coming for me. So let me get slow mode on again. Okay. We've got slow mode on. Um, let's get the chat up. Fuck, the chat's not even. Okay, there it goes. Okay. Fuck me. I hate tech issues. I hate when there's tech issues. It's so obnoxious, right? So obnoxious. It takes the wind out of me. Okay. Audio's much better. Hey, sexy. Audio's good. Hey, Dollar Bob. How are you? Mic is working. 10 out of 10 audio. This audio is brought to you by Rode. Rode Australian microphones are the best in the industry. Love them so much. Love them so much. Hey, Rickshaw. Peep the fresh cut though. Happy Sunday. Thank you, Motif. I finally got it cut. I need to like, I honestly need to schedule my appointment like immediately. Let me just put this shit here. I need to schedule my appointment like expeditiously, actually. I love you too, Dollar Bob. Um, uh, I was in another live stream and the same thing was happening. So I think it's a YouTube skill issue, not a phone issue. I mean, honestly, easier, easier. I need a podcast. I do need a podcast. Professor Kim Jong Chul was almost bald. I prefer it that way. Honestly, I prefer it that way. So it's a YouTube thing because like it's not my phone. Like I have been running a lot and I did do a sprint tonight. I sprinted tonight. I sprinted. I was sprinting tonight. And I was really sweaty. I was hot and sweaty, y'all. I don't know if my phone got wet and that's why the audio was fucking up. I don't know, but here we are. Um, it is the Jews. The Jews are what, Rickshaw? What are they doing? Am I circumcised? Yes, I am. Cut and raw. I am. You are a great speaker. Podcast. Yes. Am I a great speaker? Am I a great speaker? Am I a great speaker? I don't know if I'm a great speaker. I feel like I don't always have. That's good. That's good. Oh, that's good. I don't always feel like I have the best strain, like strain or train. I don't have the best train of thought sometimes. And then also I get off track pretty often. I just go off onto tangents pretty frequently. And that's not always the best thing. I think it's entertaining, but in terms of like educating or having a teachable moment, sometimes it's not the best to go onto tangents. Um, hey Faraz, when do I get my wrench? I don't know, Dollar Bob. You have to DM me about that. What's your interstate speed PR? Interstate speed PR? I don't have an interstate speed PR. You cannot see Shark Tank, not for free at least. Short hair is easy to take care of, that part. Hot take, circumcising children without their consent is evil, agreed. Joe, I had the strawberry matcha strato frappuccino from Starbucks today. Was it good? Hey Batman, Faraz Batman. Not cut and raw. Yes, cut and raw. Are you a gooner? I don't know what a gooner is. What's a gooner? Oh, hey Ben W. I'm very articulate. Well, thank you so much. Um, advice for a junior in high school? What? Ask me specific advice, Shark Guy. Do you see a magic trick? Sure. Bob is on Discord, but he's a little bit slow to use it very often. I'm having a great day pimping out. Rick, I don't think it is for the reason that it's the parent's choice, just saying my son is circumcised by my choice and it's easier to take care of and not having to clean it after diaper changes. I mean, I get it, but if I had kids, I wouldn't circumcise them. But it's such an interesting conversation because I know some men that don't get circumcised, um, they end up wanting to get like I know someone that circumcised themselves as an adult. I couldn't imagine. Um, and I think it's because I think I don't know. I don't want to be too judgmental to my dear friend, but I don't really understand the rationale as much as I don't know. I don't get it. I've always been cut. I've always been circumcised, so I wouldn't understand. But I don't know. But I do know that I probably would choose to not circumcise my son. And besides, people like the homos, the gays, they love an uncut dick. I, they love an uncut dick. I'm just saying, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. They tend to be very popular these days. Let me yank on that thing, bro. I don't know about that. You just prowl, Bob. He's a prowler. I need a massage. Me too. Hey, if Bob gets a wrench, I want one too. The matcha frappe was delicious. Yeah, yeah. That sounds good. I didn't know that Starbucks was still doing frappuccinos. You know, Starbucks is trying its best to not be a complete hellhole and a piece of shit company. They are the McDonald's of coffee, which is terrible. I mean, no shade to McDonald's because McDonald's does not pretend to be something that they're not. But Starbucks is not like some fancy, it's not giving fancy anymore. It's giving low budget, but at marked up prices. It's giving price gouging. Like they have like I've ranted about Starbucks plenty of times on this stream, but Starbucks is like the McDonald's of coffee shops. It's actually awful. Um, Starbucks used to have a vibe. Starbucks has no vibe anymore. It's not the place for vibes. There's no aesthetic to Starbucks. It's not a lifestyle brand. You know how Apple is a lifestyle brand? You know how Hermes is a lifestyle brand? You know, people buy this shit for the lifestyle, for the aesthetic, for the prestige. No one's getting Starbucks for the vibe or for the prestige. I remember when I was younger, back in my day, because I've been around a while. I'm no young spring chicken. I'm an old bitch. I've been around a couple blocks. But back in my day, when I was younger, going to Starbucks was something the fancy kids did. It was something that the cool kids did. It was trendy to go to Starbucks and to meet with your girlfriends or your boyfriends, your guy friends at Starbucks. It was the place to gossip. It was the place to meet someone for a date. No one's doing that at Starbucks anymore. Like Starbucks prioritizes their mobile orders more than the customers in the store. They don't even write. See, I knew the downfall of Starbucks. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, I clocked this shit years ago. When they stopped writing your name on the cups and they changed it to a printed sticker with your name on it, bitch, I knew then. I knew then. I knew then. I knew it then. That it was downhill. And the baristas are ugly now. I'm just saying, I hate to say that, but it's true. But it's true. Most Starbucks baristas these days are ugly. They're like 3 out of 10 on the beauty scale. And I say that as someone, I used to, okay, when I lived in New Albany, Ohio, I miss New Albany, shout out to New Albany, Ohio. But when I lived in New Albany, Ohio, I used to go to the Starbucks, not to get my chai latte. I love a good chai latte, sometimes a dirty chai with a double dirty chai, sometimes 2 shots of espresso, and my chai latte with almond milk. No foam. I don't like the foam because it takes up fucking space. Like, I'm already paying an arm and a leg for my drink. I want to have the drink, right? Anyway, I would go there, I would get my extra dirty chai latte, and then I would just flirt with this guy. I would just give googly eyes to this really hot guy. And I remember like 15 years ago, baristas were hot as fuck. They were cool, they had good style, and now they all have blue hair and piercings and tattoos all over the place. And laboo-boos, or whatever you call it. And they have laboo-boos or whatever. It's like, stop being ugly. I don't know. And the coffee's never been that great, by the way. It's never been like top tier coffee. Again, Starbucks was like a lifestyle brand. It was something, it was a vibe, it was the aesthetic. That's why you shopped at Starbucks, right? And it's just lost that appeal altogether. It's really sad, really quite sad, quite frankly. Um, but anyway, that's my rant about Starbucks. I know one hot barista that works at Starbucks. I know one guy. I know him from Twitter, and I forget his name. Bless his heart, but he is definitely a 9 out of 10. Like, he is hot as fuck. Like, he's a little bit darker than me. He has a nice chiseled jaw. Like, hope he doesn't see this, but he's super fucking hot. And he's like the only barista, Starbucks barista I know that I've seen lately that has been hot or even remotely good looking. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know. Let me scroll up. I've missed lots of comments. I'm so sorry. So sorry. I gotta see. I'm so sorry. Oh, y'all mad? Y'all mad in the comments about my title? Oh, good. Good. Wait, let me. I'll catch up soon. Let me go back up. Oh, y'all are talking a lot of shit already. Oh my God, stop. I got the best strain, 420. um, this man is a Zodiac killer, not me. Um, Uncut is the way God intended. Stay in school if you're a junior. Period. Yo, Cho, I know it be in my dig to really makes it grow bigger. Um, my partner says the army will turn you down in some jobs if you're not circumcised. What? I need that to be explored further. What do you mean? There is Do we have to like go fight and protest for rights for the uncircumcised and the uncut? What is going on? What do you mean the military is turning you down if you're not circumcised? What is going on with that? Um, we have showers now. We don't live in the deserts and tents. Be clean. That's what I thought. I am still finding myself going through divorce and such in my late 30s. Kind of a weird time for me right now. I get that, Bob. I get that. And this too shall pass. You want to get a trans surgery? Please don't. I'm doing really well, Mango Subprime. Now I wish I was uncut. All the boys love the uncut dicks. I've had two matchas today, as you should. I'm so happy I turned it into matcha. Starbucks hated on Christians. Okay. Cho eats corn the long way. And yeah, Starbucks is trash. Both accurate statements. What's McDonald's? What do you mean, what's McDonald's? Dirty Mike and the boys are looking for a Toyota Prius. I know most of us were so fascinated with Starbucks back in the day. Now it's literally like, okay. Starbucks is not, well, Starbucks has never been worth the product, right? But again, you were buying into a vibe and an aesthetic and a lifestyle. Starbucks burns their coffee so they make it taste stronger. And when you get a 2-shot drink, you're really only getting 1.5 shots because they take out some of the coffee and replace it with milk. Starbucks never spells Bob right. I knew then. Well, it was a little bit charming when they would misspell your name. It was kind of cute, right? But then to just get rid of that and to just print your name is ridiculous. The baristas are chopped as fuck. I know. I know. This is so sad. TDS is real. Who has Trump derangement syndrome? You couldn't be talking about me, a bitch that voted for him, for the motherfucking liar. You got the wrong channel, honey. Jerry with a G. Who spells Jerry with a G? That's disgusting. Um, this shit is savage as fuck. I love a chai latte. Oh my god, are you a FAG like me? Yes, I am. Chai soy latte, baby. Yo, the gay baristas at Starbucks used to be so much fun. Now their attitudes are trash. I agree. That and 3 different gingers and going through 19 emotions at once. It's too much. It like it's too much. Like Starbucks baristas, they got their little pins on, their little rainbow pins, because they're part of the LGBTQI plus exclamation mark Wi-Fi strong password community. No one gives a fuck. And on top of that, they're bitching and moaning about the uniform change. It's like, listen, we need a little bit of uniformity because every time you go to Starbucks, you get a different experience. None of them are being good. The one thing you can do and get right is the uniform, right? Imagine bitching and complaining about wearing all black at your job. I mean, it's just wild to me. Very wild. Um, Not the Labubus. I'm gonna drag the Labubus too. What is going on with these Labubus? Who has a Labubu in the chat? Who has Labubus in the chat? I'm attacking you because I'm coming for your neck with these Labubus. I'm gay after 2 4 Philly, so what love? Scared we gonna make you gay. Stop being ugly. Yes, just stop being ugly. The gays are arguing over expensive coffee now. Who's arguing over expensive coffee? Jean Ray says, our President Trump has never been accused of messing with children. Not only have you been accused of horrible things, why don't you show pictures of what you do? You talking about me? Is Jean Ray talking about me? What have I been accused of being horrible? Well, you know what? It is true that on some of my comments, on some of my YouTube comments, they've been calling me a horrible person, a horrible human being. I appreciate the comments nonetheless, though. What? Why don't I show pictures of what I do? I cook food for a living. What do you mean? What do I? Pictures of me cooking? Pictures of me cooking a steak, a T-bone? What? What kind of dirt does Jean Ray have on me? I'm interested now. Show the class. Kids are ugly now, and I think it's made by parent skill issue. They didn't do the correct position. I agree. Do you prefer hot or cold coffee? I prefer hot coffee year round. Deepest, darkest secret, I'd never tell you. Nah, because they want you to pay like 12 bucks for a shitty ass drink. Well, it works. Well, actually, it's not working because their stock is in the gutter. Their stock price is in the gutter. Starbucks has been struggling financially for several years. Ever since COVID, they've been struggling. They haven't recovered. Why they always look like these people that hate Trump? I love the title, Cho. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. The MAGA cult is so mad at me right now, guys. They're so mad. I have been dragging MAGA on Twitter for days. It's been so nice. It's been so much fun. I know that, most of my base is conservative leaning, but I don't give a fuck. I don't care that I voted for Trump. I'm gonna call this motherfucker out every time he does something that I don't like. But that's the difference between you and I. I'm not a sheep. I don't go bam like you do. So that makes the sheep upset. I get it. And it must be nice. It must be nice to not use critical thinking skills or nuance because I feel like life is probably simpler. Do you know what I mean? To not like engage with complex thoughts and conversations. The problem is that as a sheep, danger can be right in front of you and you'd never see it coming. What's that book called? Um, Led to Slaughter, Slumber to Slaughter, Lambs to Slaughter, Lambs being led to slaughter. What's the famous book? I'm not making this shit up. There's a famous book, something about some lambs or some sheep are being led to be slaughtered. It's a great book. It's a really, look it up. It's good. Anyway, let me keep reading. I ain't mad, just observant. Hey, I have a cute kid in the position we got pregnant and will be a silly homo. That's me. I'm definitely silly. I'm cut. Didn't have a choice at the time. Protect uncuts. Listen. We need to go riot for the uncut people that is being discriminated. Discrimination. Oh my God. Can the uncut men be a part of the LGBTQ plus I exclamation mark Wi-Fi strong password community? Can they be a part of that community? Just throw them in. We can call them the U. We can put the U in the alphabet army. We can put a U in the alphabet army and start just throw them in and get rights for them too. What do we think about that? Should I start a poll? I'm gonna start a poll. Let's do a poll. Start a poll. Can uncut men be the U in LGBTQI plus exclamation mark Wi-Fi strong password community? Okay, vote in the poll. Can uncut men be the U in the LGBTQI plus exclamation mark strong Wi-Fi password community? This is important because they all deserve rights. We all deserve rights, even the uncut. Okay? Protect uncuts. That should be the name of the stream, to be quite frank. Protect uncuts. Trans circumcised is crazy. From what he told me, you can't be in the field as often. Why? Why? You have to ask your partner more questions, Ben W. Matcha is amazing. We love matcha, Neon. I love uncut footage. Take your hat off. What are we talking about? Whatever you want, Tula Tracy. Hello, Michael from Ireland. No one has nuance these days. You're not a follower. I've never been a follower, bitch. I don't need anyone's validation, number one, because I have a man, he fucks me, and he pays the mortgages. Now, so that's the only person I'm really concerned about validating me, not no stranger on the fucking internet. So, I mean, yeah. Okay. Um, Wait, what is going on? I'm so far behind. I'm so sorry, guys. The baristas may be chopped, but they make better coffees. I guess. I'm not impressed. Hey, Cho, thanks for the deep throat last night. I subscribed just like I promised. Oh, thank you so much, undercover judger. Luckily, it was only about 3 inches, so it wasn't much of a challenge, but I'm happy you got off. I'm happy that I was able to please you, and now I'm happy that you're a lifetime subscriber of mine. Thank you, Undercover Judger. I voted for Trump. I'm still giving him a little more time before I pass judgment. I'm passing judgment immediately, Bob. He's a liar. He's a scammer. He's a schemer. He's a piece of shit. He's sacrilegious. Um, and he's not America first. He's not America first at all. Not even a little bit, really, quite frankly. Um, he's too busy cum guzzling Israel. I mean, for one, let's start there. Um, I would still vote for him again, though. Like, because did you see the other candidate, Kamala? Did you see her? Did you see her? Anyway, way to go, Starbucks, when I can make coffee. Why would I go to Starbucks when I can make coffee at home? Yeah, I don't know. No taxes on tips. Well, that's just temporary, babe. I have a pink one. Those Labubu's are the ugliest. These Labubu's, make Hello Kitty great again. Let's get that trending again. Because I don't know what's going on with these Labubu's. The trolls are prettier looking than these Labubu's. I swear to God, Labubu's look like little demons for real. It's definitely of the devil. The Labubu's are of the devil. I are preforming political gender whilst naked. You're a joke, brother. Well, first of all, I'd never be your brother, Warhead DS. My mother would have aborted you, honey. But thank you for the comment. Cho, what the fuck is a Labubu? It's this ugly little satanic looking doll. I don't know. I accuse you of having an amazing style. Thank you, Neon. Appreciate you always. It's legit the most unimportant thing ever. It's it's ugly, and B, they're stupid expensive for no damn reason. You know, I miss the days when people used to collect cute stuffed bears as collectibles instead of this gull. I mean, it's so crazy. No real man does what you're doing. Well, Warhead, I know that you're probably fantasizing about my dick right now, but I will not be placing my dick out on the table to prove that I'm a real man. But thank you for the recommendation. Michael Nightwolf says, my own perspective, you are a Labubu. Not Michael Nightwolf calling me a Labubu. That actually hurts my feelings. Oh my God. Don't be so nasty and so rude to me, Michael Nightwolf. But welcome back. I feel like you haven't been to the live stream in a long time. I feel like you've been here before. Welcome back. I'm happy to have you. God bless President Trump. He is our king, period. Hey, Red Rum. They hate me too because I was neutral on them until I had to live with the current government slashing research budgets. We need the Epstein list. We do. No one has nuance any days. You're not a follower. I've never met a person here in Ireland that likes Trump. Well, there's lots of things to like about Trump relative to these Democrats that we have that are elected in office. But he's pretty unlikable too. I agree. The dumber you are, the easier the world and living is. I voted for Trump 3 times, agree with 90% of his shit, but this Epstein list is, we need the list. Release Grilling Maxwell if she drops the deets. Stop lying. I'm cut and I'm actually pissed about it. How to Catch a Predator Part 1. Mickey Mouse is one of the funniest vids ever. Okay. Trump's the best? Okay. Ted Oliver, lambs to slaughter. Thank you, DJ. Of course, I can depend on you. I'm glad I'm cut. Rick Shaw, does it look beautiful? What's the biggest dick you've ever taken? 8 inches. And that was way too, listen, I'm gonna get a little TMI for a second, guys. Let me get a little TMI. Give me a second to be a little TMI. I'm happy to see Michael Nightwolf. Oh my God, I'm happy to see him. First of all, like, if it's larger than 7 inches, what the fuck are you doing? It's so unnecessary. It is so unnecessary to take something that big. Anyone that's that big, I'm not interested. I'm actually not interested. I like me a good 6 to 7 inches max. If I really like you, maybe 7.5. But I mean, I don't need all that. I don't need all of that. I'm not a size queen. I think it's overrated. It's unnecessary. It's all about ego. It's like, and I'm a Capricorn. I know the zodiac racism. Yes, I'm into the zodiac racism. Whatever. I'm a Capricorn. I just like to like get in, get out, handle the business. It's very like functional situation for me. I don't need all the extra bullshit, right? Um, but I took 8, and that was like a bit much. Sorry, that's TMI. Uncut feels better. Okay. Trump 2028. I'm voting for Trump and Epstein 2028. I'm voting for Trump. Listen, Epstein's probably off in Israel, fool lying around in Israel right now, as far as we know. Um, the motherfucker probably ain't dead. To be to be honest with you, did you have a funeral? How does that happen? How does that work in prison? When you're in prison and you die, do you have a normal funeral like everyone has a funeral? Or do your family have to come to the prison and bring the pastor to the prison and pray over your dead body there? I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works. How does that work? I'm sorry I'm so far behind in chat tonight, y'all. Get over it. Guarantee Trump and Greg Abbott smoked cigars and laughed about the people that died in the Texas floods. I don't know about all that. I don't think he really cares that much. But I don't think they laughed about it. Stupid poll. LGBTQ is banned. They're throwing everything in there now. Why not? Hey, baby. I voted yes. God is simply getting rid of people, Ben. It happens. That was disgusting. I'm going to hell for laughing at it. That's not funny. No turtleneck sweaters. Uncut. You are my little baby. Nuance is the new N word. Meth or crack? Crack. I got a new puppy today. Oh, congratulations. How big is it? It's 7, maybe 7.5, somewhere between there. I haven't measured in a long time. Cut lives matter. They do. Remove LGBTQ and woke ideologies, and we have come one like Trump. Respect to Trump, bringing common sense back. Okay, girl. Damn, not gay, but homie knows his role. I do. I've got this shipment of the Diddy oil that you've ordered. Well, thank you. I gotta stay stocked up, honey. Do I believe in Jesus? Yes, I do. I got a puppy today. Great. Jesus loves me. Awesome. So you a bottom. Good, because I'm still sore from the last hung top that wore me out. Oh my God. Kamala wasn't inspiring. I mean, quite literally the opposite. She was numbing, stupefying, ignorant, inequipped, inept. The list goes on and on. A puppet, literally a puppet for the Democratic National Party, National Democratic Party, which is worse than Trump. What's good about him? Only if he can get rid of taxes. Well, he's not even doing a good job at that. Do you like hot dogs or snatch? Um, does snatch mean vagina? Because I don't like vagina and I don't like hot dogs. It's flaming in here. Can this thirsty hound dog come down the bunny trail? What does that mean? I love a black man. Are you trans? Yes, Steve, I am. I went from female to male, and I got one of those like fake penises attached to my body because I'm like mentally ill. Um, yeah, I'm trans and proud. Thank you. Clock it, and thank you for telling me. Anybody ever tell you you look like Steve Urkel? No, I've never gotten that dark star. Never. I agree with you that these allegations of Trump do look suspicious, but we can't forget the good he's done this country, like stopping 3 wars so far. Lava Frog, I mean, that's cope. The copium that you just smoked with that comment, give me some of that. Give me some of that, honey. Give me some of that. You're right. I think Trump's done a pretty good job. in terms of foreign policy relative to what I thought he was going to do. I mean, everything he's done so far is something I've expected, even the things I've been disappointed in. I'm really happy with alligator Alcatraz and immigration stuff going on. I'm really happy with the direction we're moving in there. Um, but there's been a lot of shit too. I'm happy with the executive orders that he did when he first got in. Those are pretty great. Not so happy with the big beautiful scam of a bill. Not happy at all. It's no different from any other ominous bill that Biden or Obama would pass. So that's pretty disgusting. Um, Also not happy with him sucking Israel's cock constantly. I'm surprised Trump can talk very well with how much Israel cock is in his mouth. I'm surprised he can talk straight. And of course, I'm not very happy with the Epstein cover up. He's probably on the list. That's probably why he's blocking it from being released. Um, so there are things I'm disappointed in Trump about. I definitely would vote for him again, given the same circumstances, 100%. Everyone's going around talking about, do you, don't you regret your vote, Neo? Did you vote for this? I voted for this, yes, and we'll vote for it again. Yeah, because it's still much better than what would have potentially happened under Kamala. Yes, 100% yes. Mm-hmm. Yep, 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 yep. You're wearing a ninja robe. Who are you? Nobody. What is a Lububu? Favorite beer? I love pale ales because I feel like pale ales are like the perfect. It's like the perfect Goldilocks in terms of beer types. It's not too light and like watery like the more popular beers are, but it's also not a stout. It's also not um, super duper strong. So I feel like it's a good middle ground that it's gonna have some flavor, it's gonna have a good amount of hops, but it's not gonna be super duper heavy like stouts. You def just farted. Okay. I'm from Columbus, Ohio. How do you feel about Little Caesars pizza? I don't feel anything about Little Caesars. And that is too long. Shit was knocking on my uterus. I agree. You're gross as hell. Okay. Nightwolf does. See you. I'm a Capricorn as well, a gay Capricorn, of course. Justice for my 5 inchers. 5 inches is not bad. You don't spam y'all because you will be banned, and I don't think we need to give any more warnings, DJ. Just ban spammers. We believe in freedom of speech here, but we don't believe in spam because spam is not freedom of speech. Why call it the LGBTQ plus community? Why not just call it non-straight community to make it simpler? Well, there's a term for that, Wonder Bucket. It's called gay, but it got too complicated because people are mentally ill. I don't know. I stand for Israel and I can't stand the current admin. Well, no surprise there. You have every right to not stand them. John, a gay Capricorn, at least two of them exist. Yes, I have phimosis, dead serious. No idea what that is. Might depend on your family. If they can even afford a funeral, could be a factor. I don't know. I feel so bad for other tenants in the building. What tenants? What building? Do you believe in not being a loser? I'm definitely a winner in life, Steve. I hate to brag, but I will brag. If you want me to brag, I can brag. I don't like to brag. I don't like to do that on the internet because I feel like people who brag a lot are very insecure and they're looking to prove something. And Steve, you're quite literally a piece of shit. I have nothing to prove to a piece of shit. So I mean, you know, I'm okay with you thinking all the bad things you want to think about me. That is so good. But with vegan protein powders, you gotta really give them time and shake them up. Because with the vegan protein powders, like I love my whey protein because it always is smooth, no sediment. But the vegan protein powders can be grittier. So you have to really play around with different products if you want to use a vegan protein powder and really like add ice and shake for a while to really give the give the powder time to dissolve in your milk or water or whatever. Um, that's better. That's better. As an Irish man who has never been to the U.S., what would you cook for me to showcase American produce? Oh, I would do a tortilla española. So tortilla española is a Spanish street food. It's very similar to a frittata, which is Italian, except the main difference is that in tortilla españolas you use potatoes. So I would do a sweet potato tortilla española with perhaps broccoli, onions, and bell pepper, and then a bit of cheddar cheese, and of course you have the eggs. Now, when I make my tortilla españolas, I don't flip them traditionally. I've been to Spain a couple of times, and in Spain, they actually flip them before, like they put them in the oven or the stove top or whatever, and they flip the whole tortilla. I don't do that shit. I just stick it in the oven for about 20 minutes and let it bake all together after sauteing the sweet potatoes and the vegetables and all that jazz. And then I let it go like that. But that's what I make for you, Michael. Steve, he will get to your questions. Yes, I will. Stephen A. Smith said it best by saying the Democratic Party just gives their constituents a candidate and says deal with it. Well, they're not Democratic at all. They haven't had a legitimate competitive primary in like almost over a decade. Like, it's embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. Like, there's no democracy within the Democratic sector of this nation at all. The elites in the Democratic Party, they pick who's going to run, and their constituents, they have to fucking deal with it. Republicans, they fight. It's a bloodbath. Every single Republican primary is a bloodbath because they actually believe in competition relative to Democrats. That's why I've been a registered Republican since I was 18. So, I love voting in the primaries because they're actually competitive and there is a semblance of choice, of influence when you vote in Republican primaries. You're right. He's supposed to be lowering taxes. Do you have family members that are conservative too, or just you? It's just me. Vanilla Max, good question. Very good question. So, a little bit of background on my political identity. Um, I am I going to give occupations? I'm not going to give occupations. But I come from a family where my grandparents are pretty well off. Okay, my parents are not well off, but my grandparents were pretty well off. And particularly, my grandmother actually campaigned for Democrats in Lucas County back in the day. So I come from a very, very political family. Let's just say that. Big union people, big union members. And during dinner, I have a very distinct memory. During dinner in high school, my grandparents would make us watch Fox News during dinner and after dinner. And I have memories of watching Bill O'Reilly because for my grandparents, it was very important to them to know what the enemy was saying, what were their talking points, what were the narratives they were pushing so that they could then use that as ammunition against them or have their own narratives prepared in response, right? And so, my grandparents are just very educated people, very politically inclined. And so, yes, that's what they did. And of course, I was exposed to that in high school. But the funny thing about this exposure is that, and this is going to be really embarrassing to say now at the age of 35, but I found myself agreeing with Bill O'Reilly in high school to the point where I bought his book, the what is it called? The Factor Zone, the O'Reilly Zone. I forget what it was called, but he had a book for kids that I read cover to back, front to end. Crazy. So I used to be like a legitimate Republican. And when I turned 18, I registered as a Republican. All my family are Democrats. They're all very liberal. And then I was a Republican even in college. I went to the Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney came to our school. I don't know if Neon is in the chat, but she maybe she remembers when Mitt Romney's sons came to our school, Miami University. We went to college anyway. Um, but I went there to Brick Street. I went to Brick Street to the campaign for Mitt Romney. I was like a delusional Republican back in the day. And it wasn't until I became a real adult, paying for bills and paying for my own shit, that I became what I loosely identify as a conservative leaning libertarian. So even though I'm still technically a registered Republican, that is a fact, I'm a registered Republican still, I mostly identify with some libertarian ideals. Now, there's a lot of things I don't agree with libertarians on either. And this is why labels tend to be problematic, because there is really no political ideology that you will 100% agree with. That just is not true. For example, when it comes to drug usage and when it comes to the border, I'm not very libertarian. I'm very conservative on those things. When it comes to crime, I'm very conservative on those things. But when it comes to economics, I tend to be very libertarian. So yeah. Good question, Vanilla Max. Sorry for the very long-winded answer, but I feel like sometimes I need to occasionally give people kind of the background on, I guess, my political ideology and how it's kind of transformed over the years. When you start paying taxes, I feel like that's when you know where your money is going. And like our property taxes just raised, like in this house, this 3,000 square foot home that I live in, we just had historic property tax increases in Ohio, in Columbus. I live in Columbus. And it just pisses me off because what am I getting in return for these taxes? Where's the value? Where's the ROI on the tax revenue that they're making? That the taxes they're stealing from us. See, listen, when you really look into how much you're being taxed and what your taxes are being used for, by the government, that's if everyone really dialed in to just this one issue, everybody would be a libertarian. Everybody would be a libertarian. But it takes brain power to do all that, I guess. Anyway, good question, Vanilla Max. Trans Queen, that's me. You look like a microphone. Thank you for Fossey. I'm starting to like Elon more than Trump, but that's not hard to do. Even though Elon's a ratchet, he's like the stereotypical black person with a bunch of baby mamas, deadbeat father. It's embarrassing. But yeah, Elon's definitely more likable than Trump these days. You're a smart individual, thank you. Is it possible that the things you are not happy with just haven't fully come into fruition yet? I don't know what you mean. Gotta say, man, you need a niche. Okay. APAC money is too good, man. I know it is. It's the best type of money, I guess. Exactly. Trump getting a little astray. The big beautiful bill is going to end the United States as a corporation and give it back to the people. Copium. The copium is strong. The copium is strong. Cover with hat, bird, chest up. Okay, Kevin. Female? Yeah, originally I'm female, now I'm male. You ever have Voodoo Ranger? I don't know what that is. Oh, I'm really far behind chat. Sorry, y'all. Be patient. Make a fucking friend. I know y'all are losers in real life, but on the internet, you can make a friend in the chat. I'll get to your comments soon. I'm still trying to read through everything. We know you from Ohio. It's been obvious since you blinked the first time. Steve saying something twice is spam. Last warning. Wait, this is gay. I'm out. Don't mind the haters. You keep doing you. I love my haters, Garcia. Haters is how I got monetized on YouTube. So listen. I appreciate the haters more than I appreciate the supporters. To be quite frank with you, um, I just the haters is how I. That's how I. How I got monetized and started making real money on YouTube was because of the haters. So, I mean, yeah, shout out to the haters. You were an amazing show. Thank you, Neon. I love you. You're a wiener dog. I meant winner dog. My bad. I make my own protein powder. Good for you, AB. Hey, bud. How are you doing tonight? Glad to see you live tonight. Hey, Bobby Ben. How are you? Talk your talk. I will, Skin. Order a sandwich and potato salad. I love potato salad. Brother, you've been talking all day. You popped into my feed around lunchtime also. You the man. I haven't been on all day. I've been busy today. I went to church this morning, and then what did I do after church? What did I do after church? Oh my God! I went to this like little market in Columbus, and I got this matcha latte, and it was so fucking good. It had a cold, like a peach cold foam on top of it. Mm. It was really, really good. I was really surprised. I had never been to this place before. It was great. And then I went to a Japanese hibachi place. I got food there. And then, and then I really sat in my dining room for like legit 45 minutes, dreading having to work out. As you guys have noticed, I'm kind of a string bean. I'm a runner. I'm really skinny, but I'm trying to do more strength training. And I don't like lifting weights. I don't like strength training. It's not my forte. It's not my niche. It's not my vibe. But I'm forcing myself to do it because it's going to be good for my marathon training. So I did an hour of strength training, but not before, you know, being a vegetable in my dining room for 45 minutes, just being like, procrastinating. So I did that. And then I went to a jazz show. Then I went to another jazz show. Then I went for a run because I do have to do I run 4 days a week now for the training. So I went for a run. Then I ate dinner, and now I'm here. That's been my Sunday. You can't make Spanish food. That will trigger a level 3 response. Oh, breathe through your nose, bro. Someone call ICE on this Spanish migrant. Not you calling me a Spanish migrant. You heard it here first. He flew from Spain. That's cool. You've been to España a couple times. It's nice, Joey. I love Spain. Ironically enough, I've never been to Barcelona. I've been to just about every major city in Spain except for Barcelona. I've been to Madrid. I've been to Toledo. I've been to Sevilla. I've been to Granada. Um, all amazing places, by the way. Madrid was probably my least favorite because it's just like a stereotypical city. Um, but if you like a city, then Madrid's great. Cho will get to your message eventually. He likes to yap. I'm a yapper, y'all. Sorry, I'm a yapper. How do you get your Adam's apple? Well, you can pay for anything these days, honey. If you got the coin, you can pay for anything. Bro looks like a cancer survivor. Hey, Clown's dad, what's going on? At least be funny if you're gonna troll. Yeah, we gotta have funny troll. Please be funny. You mind if I listen to this and corn at the same time? Please do. Enjoy yourself. This is for you. Shitty bathrobe. Thank you, Clown's dad. This dude's never worked a hard day in his life. Thank God for that. And thank God I don't have to. You guys expose how broke, ugly, and how much of a loser you guys are every day with your insults. Imagine telling someone, you haven't worked a hard day in your life. Like, I'm sorry that you've been working for the man, working 12-hour days for the last 40 years and have nothing to show for it, and that you still can afford a $1,000 cash emergency. That's not my problem, though, honey. Like, what's wrong with you? What's going on? You remind me of Dom Lemon. Eternity has been described as having zero time. This explains why hell is forever instead of measured in time. Choose Jesus. I remember you gave me his book for kids. Yes, Neon. I used to love Bill O'Reilly. He's such a piece of shit, but like, I was young and dumb. Hello, my fellow Trump supporter and Columbus neighbor. Hi, Bill DeSmet. How are you? What's going on? I still have the book. That's so funny. Your grandparents were way ahead of their time. That is hilarious. You loved him so much. It's the fact that I used to be a big stan of Bill O'Reilly is so embarrassing to me. Knowing the things I know about him now as an adult, like being in high school and loving Bill O'Reilly, is probably like I can pinpoint that as the moment in life that I was the biggest loser of all time. Like that was the moment that I was like had the lowest vibe was when I was a big fan of Bill O'Reilly. You stand him. I did. I stand him. Sorry. So you became a log cabin Republican, I guess. Do you know him personally, or are you just running your mouth? The no spin zone. I used to love Bill O'Reilly. It's so embarrassing. Breaking news: Coon loves Bill Teddy Bear O'Reilly. Did you see the mom and daughter Kazumi special? I have no idea what you're talking about. Did you see the mom? I um, we're we're hiding you. What about porcupines? I'm a hardcore political independent, as you should. Period. You would know a yeah, but what about porcupines? What does that mean? I don't know. Um. Oh fuck! I lost my place. Oh no. Do you help your community? Yeah, I volunteer a lot with my time. Um, so, Steve, good question. I used to have a benefit tea party every year, and it supported. I don't really want to give you the name of the charity because I used to work for them. And knowing you psychotic motherfuckers that are losers, you'll go harass them. But anyway, I worked for a charity for a long time, and then after, like during my employment with them, and then also after I left that place, I had a benefit tea party every year raising money for them. So I love tea. I'm obsessed with tea, and I love entertaining with tea, like traditional English tea parties. I'm a big fan. So I would host this huge tea party every year. Everybody was always invited, and I would raise money for this particular charity. And that was when I was single for the most part. When I was living in near Columbus in New Albany. Anyway, I was living all over the place in Ohio. And where do I want to go with the story? Oh, and then I stopped doing the tea parties. And when I met my current partner, he really changed me for the better in terms of how I view charitable giving. So I had always thought that just throwing money at things is the way to contribute. But now my partner is such a charitable man. He has gotten me to understand the value of giving your time to charities. And now I do a lot of work in Columbus. Again, I'm not going to say the names of these places because you bitches are psycho. Um, but now I do a lot of work for local charities in Columbus with my time. Like I do food pantries, I feed the homeless, I cook for the homeless, all this shit. Um, and it's really rewarding. It's become a really, really rewarding thing for me. Um, so that's a small thing. I feel like we can always do more. I don't feel like I do enough, but I feel like we always can do more. I definitely believe in taking care of yourself first, your partner second, your household third, and then your community fourth, and everybody else after that, right? And I feel like taking care of your immediate community is a really, really important value that everyone should achieve to have. So good question, Steve. Good question. Um, you are sitting in a bathrobe, could be working at something. Well, I'm making money now, Steve. Thank you for being here, supporting. I need to see you from the back. Well, go watch some of my videos, and you will. If the basics is pedophilia, I'm sure way worse is happening. Period. You're welcome. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate you. Do you have a good functioning gallbladder? I do. Congrats, you just found out, MJ. What are you doing here, honey? Order a rice bowl. I love rice bowls, Steve. Bozo says, I'm going to be a twerk master. Just you wait. I'm a twerk everywhere, all the time, whenever possible. You will hear me coming by my cheeks clapping, and everyone will cheer for Lil Cheeks, period. I make a mean chips and salsa. That sounds good. Salsa's really underrated. Hey, Mandy, how are you? Just get over the stories and answer the next questions. Cho gives the best handies. I do. Uncut men are not gay or queer or whatever word is gauche now by default. Put some clothes on. No, bitch. Hey, Pixie, how are you? Hey, Mandy, again from Australia. The Porsche is officially fucked, so I don't know what to do with it. Cho, I hope you aren't using it anymore. Remember our promise. I try everyday deals. I try every day. Thank you for your support. It's a struggle. The weekends aren't like this. Why do all the haters come out Monday night? Girl, I don't know, Dollar Bob. The haters really coming full force, honey. I'm telling you. Uncut men are the most discriminated minority. I know they need to be a part of the community. They're not winning the vote. 60% of you guys say no. Should the uncut men be a part of the LGBTQI plus exclamation mark Wi-Fi strong password community? I think they need to have equal rights. You should be voting yes. They can be the you. They can be the you. Fixing it would cost over 30K, so I can either spend like 5 to 6 years trying to swap in a Honda Moto myself or sell the thing for like 3K. Sell it. Cho, you remember how all your friends told you to get rid of me because I was manipulating you for baked potatoes? Yeah, what a time to be alive that was. I'm a cut, it's never been an issue. Monday Night Closet Fest, that's what it's giving. Hey, Shark Zoo. Am I ready for the work week? Ugh, not really, to be quite frank with you, not really. Fun fact, the Boston Tea Party, in fact, wasn't actually a tea party. You should come to Portland and volunteer. We need help out here. I don't have a good perception of Portland. I feel like y'all got a lot of shit going on in Portland, to be quite frank with you. I feel like y'all have let people really do some crazy shit in Portland, but I don't know. Artemis, I don't like Trump. I don't support Trump. Okay. Melania doesn't like Trump. So what? AB, stop it. That was funny. Bitch, that was funny. Um, I love Donald Trump. Well, good for you, honey. Good for you, Ruv. You probably on the list too. Wouldn't be surprised. If you like Trump, you're lost in the sauce. Dude, I'm uncut. Am I in? I think you're in. You need rights too. He's just a super moving person and really inspirational. Um, he's just a. Am I in or no? You're in, King Street Freak. You're in. What up, Philbert? Hey, Roberto Del Rio. What's going on? I caught up. Mr. Four Eyes. You already used that read last time you were here, Robert. You can't reuse the reads. Come up with something new. I've got to go to bed, Cho baby. Love you, brother. Thanks for being my friend and helping me through this difficult situation. I'm out. Love, Bob. I love you too, Dollar Bob. I'm so happy to be your friend. Ruv Caillou giving Trump the Gluck Gluck 9000. Hey, Mr. Fister, how are you? Hey, Kenji. I'm so sick of seeing these trans dudes on gay Tinder. Girl, don't even get me started on that. Don't even get me started on trans people invading spaces that don't belong to them. Don't even get me started. You seen Craven Moorhead's comment? No. It may have got filtered out somehow by YouTube. I don't know. Hey, bro, such a good energy. Did I ever tell you that you look like Carlton from Fresh Prince? I'm sure you did. There's gay Tinder. I thought that's what Grindr and Bumble were for. Yeah, I dated guys off of Tinder all the time. Guillermo Fuentes says trans people need to make their own app. If you're 18 plus, you're not Trump's type. I report their profiles every time I see them. That's so petty. I'm still kind of mad that you guys don't want to induct uncut men into the LGBTQI plus exclamation mark strong Wi-Fi password community. But wait, maybe there's not popular trans apps, so they use Tinder or Grindr. Seems okay to me. Artemis, the issue is, here's the issue. Here's the issue, Artemis. And this is not just about trans people, but this is about minorities in general, okay? There is a difference between, and I've ranted about this before, so this is gonna be, preaching to the choir to some of you guys. There's a difference between being accepted and having rights as a minority and being celebrated. No one needs to celebrate the fact that you want to chop your dick off. No one needs to celebrate that you're black. No one needs to celebrate that you like sucking dick as a man. These are things that don't require celebrations, in my opinion. Yes, people should be accepted for who they are, but that does not mean that people need to be implored or pushed or manipulated or forced into celebrating other people for any fucking reason. It doesn't make any sense. And I feel, and again, I've been in a relationship for the last 10 years, so I've been out of the dating game for a decade now. So you call me ignorant, you have the green light to call me ignorant. But I have a sneaking suspicion that a large amount of trans people get on these platforms and then complain when people have preferences. The whole, if a gay man sees a trans person on a gay dating app, I think most gay men like dick. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. I, I know this might be a news to you, but I believe that most gay men like dick. I'm not a gambler, but I'd bet on that. And so if they encounter someone with a vagina and they say, oh no, I'm not interested in that, not only have you wasted their time on the gay date, not only have you wasted their fucking time on the gay dating app, but some of these people will then complain, you're a bigot. I'm a man. It's like, girl, you're not a man. And I know Democrats love changing definitions. This is what you guys do. This is what you do. You just change definitions. When you're upset about something, when you're trying to win a debate that you can't win in the first place, you just change definitions. I'm sorry, but there are definitions for things, and I understand that definitions change and they evolve, and they're blowing with the wind, and 2 plus 2 doesn't equal 4 anymore. I know, but I don't think there's anything wrong with a gay man wanting to go onto a gay dating site where they don't have to encounter fish. And I'm sorry, that's not fucking controversial. No matter how much you employ your toxic empathy, that's not controversial to say. It's just not. The one thing I love about the Trump administration, it's not the administration itself, But the fact that he got voted in so many times now and that he's so popular, well, he's not very popular, but relatively speaking, compared to Democrats, it's a culture change. I think that we're on the cusp of not giving a fuck about toxic empathy anymore. Fuck your toxic empathy. Fuck it. You cannot make people feel bad for having preferences. You can't make people feel bad for separating families. Yeah, that shit doesn't work anymore. We don't care anymore, right? Like it's ridiculous. Anyway, I done got distracted. Let me read comments. Sorry, I see this. This is why I get distracted. Um, Let me catch back up. Nothing personal, but if I see you on Tinder, it's a pass. I mean, it's just, you know, how's Night Rain going? Did you beat it? I beat Night Rain. I beat Elden Ring. Thank you for asking, Kenji, because you know I'm a fiend. You know I'm a fucking fiend. I'm an incel. Incel gamer right here. Bullseye. I have played so many hours of Elden Ring Night Rain. And at this point, I don't wake the dogs up. At this point, I'm just waiting for. They have this thing where they're coming out with like more difficult versions of the bosses that you beat, the Night Lords. And so every couple weeks, a new Night Lord comes out and it's revamped. And so that's been really challenging and really fun to experience with my friends. So that's been fun. Thank you for asking. I love it. Really good replayability factor to Elden Ring Night Rain. It's one of those games you can put down and pick back up. You know, there's not a lot of commitment involved with it, so that's a big appeal for me. What if I am cut but for religious reasons? I don't know. What do you mean? What if you're cut for? I mean, if as long as you're okay with it, then fine. I think the argument is that like you're mutilating your body for seemingly aesthetic reasons. I guess for in your case, religious reasons. But like, are you choosing that religion? I don't. It just feels a little weird. It feels a little weird. So what's going on for this week? Not much. I'm going to be streaming more often, guys. I'll be streaming tomorrow afternoon. Don't know the time. Don't ask me. But I'll be streaming this, tomorrow, and then um, probably Tuesday as well. Probably Tuesday as well. Probably. And these women are not actual men. We know. The proper community for uncut men would be alongside bald guys, people with rickets. Oh. Ben, you're actually right. Maybe you're right. Maybe my poll is not correct. Maybe it should be no. I think the uncut men should be alongside bald guys. Because bald people don't have rights either. Bald men also don't have rights. Just like uncut men don't have rights, bald men don't have rights either. I get it. This Zek Chigger be spitting facts right now. I do, Matthew Richardson. I do. Honestly, I do. Hi, Ivy Stanley. Welcome back. I agree. I'm gay. I agree. Gay acceptance is key, not celebrating. Dude, I'm not gay, but you're rad. We could hang out. Oh, 100%. The Straggots love me, King, Street Freak. You Straggots love me. I get along with the Straggots. The straight white males, I'm down with you guys. It makes me want to stop supporting trans people. What does that mean, Rickshaw? You shouldn't stop supporting trans people. I mean, because there are terrible trans people in the world, right? I mean, I have trans friends, and they're wonderful people. I mean, but what does that mean to stop supporting trans people? I mean, hopefully you weren't supporting them in like the psychotic things that the community wants to happen in legislation. But if you have trans friends, there's nothing wrong with having a trans friend. Listen, I believe in bodily autonomy across the board for adults. Across the board, I have principles. They don't change. They don't waver, no matter who the president is, no matter who's pushing it. I believe people can cut their dicks off if they want to. I mean, whatever. I don't believe in that shit for children at all, not even close. But children don't have bodily autonomy. So, I mean, no, I don't believe in causing harm to children. I think transing the kids is terrible. Um, but if you want to get an abortion, have an abortion. If you want to cut your dick off, cut your dick off. If you want to be anti-vax, be anti-vax. You don't have to put, shit in your body that you don't want to put in your body. I believe in bodily autonomy across the board. Um, but I don't know what you mean by stop supporting trans people. What do you mean? How are you supporting them now, Rickshaw? What do you mean? Something tells me you'd be an amazing. Listen, I have gotten a lot of my straggled friends some punani. I'll say that. I will say that. See, see, I can tell you're smart, King Street Freak, because you gotta utilize your homo friends. Your friends that are homos, you gotta utilize them. They gotta bring some utility and some value to the friendship. And that is one thing I can do very well. I've been proven to do it very well. I have gotten my straggled friends lots of punani before in the clubs. I'm just saying, got to get you a gay on your side, King. Listen, if you don't, thank you for being a new member of this community, but if you don't learn anything else, you need to go out and make a gay friend in real life. Go out and make a gay friend in real life. Yes. Go to the gay club. Oh my God, straight, straight guys that go to gay clubs with, this has actually been a complaint, by the way, in the LGBTQI plus exclamation mark strong Wi-Fi password community. This has actually been a complaint about straight people coming to the gay clubs to hook up because what's been happening, this is so funny to me. I don't know why, I'm just being petty. But what is happening is, because straight men aren't always the smartest, but some of y'all got a high IQ and you figured out that the gay clubs are the safe spaces to meet the chicks, right? Because they're all coming to the gay bar to watch some guys dingling go wrap around a pole, a stripper pole. They're watching the drag queens. They're having fun. Like tee hee, ha 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 ha. So the straight guys have figured out, well, this is, I'm gonna have a pretty high pool, a pretty large pool of options at the gay bar. And the gays will love you because the gays love straggots. The gays, some of us are mentally ill and believe we have this like really crazy fetish of like falling in love with a straight guy, which is so toxic and so dumb, so fucked up and mentally ill. It's crazy. They're crazy. But that's a whole nother tangent about gays who love straight guys. That's wild to me. But anyway, you'll get a lot of attention for the gay guys, which can be a big confidence booster. And then you'll also get attention from the straight girls. Because they're like, he's confident in his masculinity. He's here at a gay club. I ought to give him a chance. It works every time. But some of the more bitter gays have been complaining about this phenomenon, But the gay club is supposed to be a space for gays. It's wild. But see, this is what happens when you live in a society that actually accepts gay people. You actually don't have to have separate clubs for gay people now, right? Because people don't give a fuck about what type of body parts you'd like to suck on. They don't care anymore. And so that's why you're seeing kind of like less gay bars because it's diverse. It's 2025. Um, anyway, Willow Trump is on the list. You got me. So, what's wrong with gay? Birthday shout out. Hey, Brendan, welcome back. Know what the hardest part of riding a scooter is? Telling your parents you're gay. Okay. Hi, David Portillo Davila. Welcome back. Father's Day, the most confusing day in the ghetto. True. You and me could definitely have a beer or White Claw. I never had a White Claw before. Are they tasty? I get the sense that they're like wine coolers, but with more oomph. Like more oomph to it. You're acting like you're important. No, you're acting like I'm important because you're here talking to me. What are you talking about? I'm not acting like anything. You're acting like I'm important. Make it make sense. That's a valid reasoning, and I think that's like a risk they kind of have to deal with when using the app. But I feel like they shouldn't be not allowed on the app. I don't know. I think I disagree. Artemis, respectfully, of course. Respectfully, I disagree. Um, I think, and of course, these companies can do whatever the fuck they want to do. Obviously, they're doing it. But I do think that there is value in a dating app, an app designed for gays, gay men, an app designed for gay men to hook up with other gay men. I do think that it is within the bounds to say, hey, we don't want women on this app. Just like, just like there are female only spaces because they don't want men in those female only spaces. I think the same thing kind of applies here. Now, again, these are private companies, and private companies can do whatever the fuck they want to do. But I don't think that it is strange or offensive or, you know, hateful to want to increase your odds of finding a match on a gay dating app. I just don't think anything's wrong with that. Um, Call me crazy. Um, we're on the cusp of a fascist theocracy. The anti-trans step is a tiny step on the way to outlawing contraception. Okay, Ben. Almost spit my protein shake out. Because Dak Dog is crazy. He says, what is long and black? I thought you were going to say a black man's dick. But no, he says the Q at KFC. Are you English? You're from the UK. You use the word Q. Are you Australian? You're not American. Us Americans don't use the word Q for line. That's interesting. Am I clocking you? Where are you from, Dak Dog 320? Please don't clap talk. It's gross. What's a question you don't want us to ask and then answer it? You look like Stanley from Friday. Um, Got a jet. Behave people. See you, DJ. This is so random, but where is your glasses from? I love them. These are from Warby Parker. They are in the style Hughes, W. So Hughes, wide. The color is in fig tortoise. I like it because tortoise frames are very classic, right? It's a very classic, safe style of glasses, right? But the color is what really amplifies it and makes it kind of a nicer, more interesting style. Because, and it's, you can't really tell, but in the sun, when the sun hits it in the correct spot and it starts to glisten, you can see more of that fig, aka purple. That purple comes out really well. Magenta comes out as well. And it's just a really intriguing, it's a really intriguing colorway with these glasses. So, I mean, there's browns, there's fig, there's purple, there's magenta, there's reds. But in the light, in the sunlight, it does some really cool stuff. So yeah, I do love these frames a lot. Warby Parker, they're called Hughes, Hughes, and these are the wides, W. So Hughes W in fig tortoise. Okay. Um, Cover the camera for Lamar Jackson edit. Oh my God, I'm so sick of you guys. I don't know who Lamar Jackson is. I don't want to cover the camera. I don't want you to edit shit. What the fuck? Beg for forgiveness for voting for Trump. Until then, you should never speak again. Well, worms equals thank God no one gives a fuck about your opinion because I am not going to be begging for forgiveness for voting for Trump. And I would vote for Trump again. Knowing what I know today, I'd vote for him again and again and again and again. So don't regret my vote. I'm very happy with my vote. Would never change it for the world. And yeah, thanks for your comment, Worms Equals. Hey, bro, aren't you tired? I'm always tired. You smoke cigs for the limp wrist. I don't smoke cigs, but if I did, I would have a limp wrist. Yes. Um, trans, religious, vegan. Don't convert me. I'm an ally for political reasons mostly. I think it's going to end up being the right side of history. Okay, fair enough. This man has negative testosterone levels. Don't accuse me of silliness. Why don't black people go on cruises? Because they aren't falling for that again. You'd be a perfect wingman. I would. That's a must, a male gay friend. Everyone needs one. I'm part of the very small group in the LGBTQ plus I exclamation mark strong Wi-Fi password community, and I find it hard to get acceptance in these groups. Can you give me advice? Stop trying to get accepted by gays. I played this game in college before. It's a losing game. So when I came out, I thought, well, first off, when I got to college, I was out, whatever. I thought two things. I thought that I needed black friends, and I thought that I needed gay friends. And horrible mistake that was, right? And I went to Miami University, so I don't know if the environment is played a role in this. Um, but I made black friends, right? I had black friends. However, when I went outside of those friends, I tried making more black friends. And those black friends I heard didn't want to hang out with me because I hung out with white people. Weird. Weird, right? Um, I Color me shocked. I'm still shocked that that was my experience at Miami University. I made a handful of black friends that had diverse friends. They were friends with white people, they were friends with other black people, they were friends with me, and they were friends with Asians. It was fine. But there was a group of black people, and they all ended up joining the black fraternity at Miami University and the black sororities, and they isolated themselves and they did not want to hang out with me if I was hanging out with my other friends that happened to be white or Asian or whatever. I thought that was strange as fuck. But whatever. I moved on quickly from that situation. But the gay thing was more traumatic because at Miami, and I don't know if you guys know anything about Miami University, but it's a public school, but it can be a little bit of a pretentious school too. A lot of people have money there. Like I was the poor kid at Miami, right? Um, so I don't know. It was that element was there too, and I remember the first gay party I went to at Miami University. My friend Selene brought me. Ooh, I almost said her last name. Ooh. Anyway, my friend Selene brought me to this party. She's like, "Oh my God, show it's gonna be so much fun." Da da da. I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I walk in, and this is you guys are not gonna believe me. This sounds like out of a movie. I walk in, and there was a couch right in front of the door. It was really strange the way this apartment was laid out. But anyway, couch right in front of the door. Bunch of gays were on the couch. They literally looked me up and down and then started to whisper. I'm like reliving the moment right now. I'm like reliving the moment in my head right now. I thought, okay, whatever. They can't be talking about me, right? Couldn't be talking about me, because I don't know these hoes. I think everything's fine. We have a good time. I'm like chit chatting, very very casual, very whatever. We're drinking and some people are doing drugs, whatever. Da da da. Fine, whatever. Having a good time. And the next day, that was a Friday night. The next day, I hear from people that those gays, those homos, started a rumor about me and said that I had slept with a lot. I was a whore and a slut. I had slept with all these people around the school. Mind you, I had never had sex with a man in my entire life at this point. I jacked one guy off in high school, but I had never had sex with a man. I was a virgin. I was a gay virgin at this point in time. And it just I don't know. It really hurt my feelings. It really hurt my feelings. Um, and that wasn't the last of it. I kept trying to have gay friends, and the gays at Miami were just awful to me. They were really, really awful to me. I made one really, really good friend named Austin. Love him to death. Still talk to him to this day. Um, I mean, a couple other gay friends, I get acquaintances, but one good friend, I made one good gay friend at Miami University. They were so mean to me. They gossiped about me. They made up lies about me. They were not nice to me. Um, and I was also toxic at times too because I got into a really bad drinking problem. I was a big party animal and I cussed a few bitches out. They deserved it. But for the most part, I learned who made this comment? Savage Gorilla. What I learned, Savage Gorilla, is that you should not seek out friends that fit certain identities. You should seek out friends that are going to be friends to you. And luckily for me, I made the best friends of my entire life in college. I just got off the phone with one of my good girlfriends, Lisa, today. We spoke on the phone for about an hour. And I've been best friends with her since college. Like, it's been over a decade. It's been 12. Oh my God, no. It's been like 15 years. Some of my best friends in the entire world, right? Um, but I learned a really big lesson that I should not be seeking out friends based on their immutable characteristics. Diversity is incredible. I do believe in diversity of thought, diversity of income, diversity of experiences. But your skin tone and who you like to fuck, those are immutable characteristics that don't determine your future behavior. And ironically enough, I was rejected by black people. I have best friends that are black. Don't get me wrong. Clayton, Tyler. Um, I have plenty of black friends, but there was a large group of black people at Miami University that literally rejected me. Kai, I love Kai. I just saw her the other day, last month for her birthday. And the same thing with the gays. Like, gay people rejected me at Miami University. And so I learned that really tough lesson in college to just seek out friends that are going to be friends and supportive of you. Um, and if you get gay friends, great, because they have something of value to offer as well. If you get black friends, great. But I would not stress out, Savage Gorilla. I wouldn't stress out about seeking out the gay community, because who God has for you will be provided to you, right? Okay, sorry for the long-winded answer. I'll get back to questions. This is what happens. I get really far behind on questions, and then shit like this happens. Hope you're even still here, Savage. I've thought about going to a gay bar for free drinks. Do it. What up, players? I'm pooping right now. I really need help, please. I'm in the LGBTQ, please. Who is this diva? Hey, Pips. Yes, we love that. Help me. I want to come out, please. Oh my God. Sorry. Hope you're still here, Savage Gorilla. Who you want to come out to, Savage? And for what? I think they have that. If closeted MAGAs are allowed on Grindr, women should be allowed on there too. That makes no sense, Ben. That makes no sense. Closeted MAGAs still have dicks. I don't know what I mean. I know you're super hateful to MAGA in the right. I don't know why, but I mean, yeah, I don't know how that applies. Not nationalized dating apps. Nationalized dating apps, not that. What's an uncut man? A man that doesn't have his penis sliced and diced like pico de gallo. I thought Grindr was a dude on dude thing. Apparently not. Biden had the files. You forgot. I didn't forget. He's a pedophile too. What's your point, Noah David Simmons? What exactly is your point? Because you dumb fucks are pedophile protectors as well. What the whole, oh my God, the Democrats did it worse. Like, this is not an issue that you can butt the Democrats. You can't butt Democrats this issue. You can't do it. You know why? You want to know why? Because if the Democrats did this, if they had access to the files, you would think that Trump would have released this shit on day one. You can't explain it. You cannot explain this issue away. And I cannot wait for Republicans to lose the fucking midterms. I cannot wait for them to lose the midterms. And they're gonna blame everyone but themselves. That bullshit that Trump said on Truth Social about us having to get over Epstein and stop talking about it, you're a fucking cunt, Trump. You're a fucking cunt. You really are. Imagine, imagine for a second. You know, I'm gonna use an example. I'm gonna use an example. You know those Texas girls that just died and just drowned in Texas? Who gives a fuck about them? Right? Who gives a fuck about them? How does that affect American politics? How does that affect your wallet? How does it affect you? Why are you still talking about the Texan girls that died? You know how disgusting that sounds? Do you know why that sounds disgusting that I just said that? Because it is. It's evil. How can you have so little sympathy for victims, people that die, little girls dying? You should care about that shit. And I don't care if these Epstein victims happened 20, 30 fucking years ago. These are girls and women that deserve justice. And for anyone saying that we need to just get over it, for anyone saying that there are more important things going on in America, I don't know what's more important than making sure that young girls can grow up in a society where they're not raped by the elite in this country. And shame on you people out there. Shame on you. You guys are of the devil. You guys are literally of the devil saying this shit. And I'm so happy that MAGA, the MAGA cult, I mean, yeah, they're definitely a cult, but I'm so happy they're waking up and they're pissed off about this and they're not letting this shit go. Trump has been getting his ass fucked online by MAGA. A lot of people are pissed at him and rightfully so because how fucking dare you? You're on the fucking list. You're a pedo. Sorry, it is what it is. Get the fuck over it. Wake the fuck up. It's crazy. It's so crazy. The responses I've seen about this Epstein shit, you guys just want to just get over it. This doesn't affect anybody. What if you're, imagine, imagine your daughter being fucked by Bill Clinton. Imagine, imagine, imagine Bill Clinton just fucked your daughter and her life is now ruined because she was raped by Bill Clinton. Imagine. And you don't want these people to be put in jail, under the jail? Are you fucking out of your mind? It's wild to me. You guys are of the devil. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's actually wild. You guys have no principles. That's the problem. Anyway, they suit you some. Oh, thank you. Can you take your glasses off and make glasses with your hands? What? I don't know what you're talking about, Gilliam. What do I have to be? What do I have to be as weird questions when looking at your profile? I have no idea what you just said. You voted for Trump. I love you. Oh, I love you too. I bet you breathe amazingly. All right, dude, I'm out of here. Don't respond. I'm already gone. Okay. You know I'm late. Sorry. I'm always late. You wouldn't say that if you were deported. Okay. What's with my hair? I just have hair. What are you talking about? Zap? I mean, yeah, I'm fine. Do you believe American vaccines have been studied thoroughly? Some of them. Not the COVID vaccine. Do you need prayers for anything? Everything, Aaron. Do you like the Golden Girls? I love that show. I didn't really watch them that much. Hey, beautiful skin, can you share a skincare routine vlog mix? You can DM me on any of my social media platforms. Check the description box, and I will talk to you about skincare all day long. Hey, Juan Martinez. Do you have tattoos? I don't have any tattoos, no piercings. Never have, never will. What's wrong with this world? I'm being polite and asking first. Can I troll you? Of course you can troll me, just don't spam. 10 out of 10 gay men of being honest will tell that they have been molested as a child. 10 out of 10. I haven't been molested as a child. What? That's crazy. 10 out of 10. I've never been molested as a child. But I will tell you, let's have an honest conversation about it. I do think that those sexual experiences as a child can really um, fuck people up. And I've heard specifically from lesbians, from some lesbians, that they were abused as young girls by men, and that's what made them turn to lesbianism. That's what some of the girls say. You can be mad about it if you want to. I'm not making any statements about that. I'm just saying that, I know that Nye Jamer is trying to like be homophobic and say that every gay guy's been molested. That's not true. Because I guess maybe I'm one out of the 10 that has not been molested, I guess. Um, but it works in other ways too. It's not just a gay thing, it's an abuse thing. It's not really about the sexuality, but the the PTSD of building a defense mechanism to not be hurt again. So being abused by men, obviously you don't want to be physically intimate with men, right? Um, so anyway, learn how to spell goofy. Title. What did I? The devil, Trump, and his pedo protectors are sabot. Did I spell it wrong? Okay, whatever. Hi, I'm new here. Hey, Ranger. Um, this is White America. Okay. Should I grab popcorn or are we wrapping this episode up? We're gonna wrap up soon. It's been over 90 minutes. Old high school hand job. Wow, what happens, Haywood Pittman? It happens. Bro, why could I immediately tell you like D the second I scrolled? Because I'm obvious a homo. I mean, salute. Do you think there's ever a time to give up in child custody court if the child has been brainwashed? No. Never give up on your child. Ever. That would make you a bad father or mother. Making gay friends is difficult. It's either want to sleep with me or in a competition with me. It's insane how gays treat each other, even though they're supportive as a gay community. Supportive. Um, Bro said he was rejected by black people, but has black best friends. Said gays rejected him, but has gay friends. Bro, everyone won't like you. That's the issue. You mad because it's in your mind. I'm actually not mad at all, Night Jammer. I made the best friends ever at Miami University. In fact, I'm very grateful for the experiences I had. Like I said, if you were listening, you weren't listening because you are bent on misunderstanding me and you are hateful and you have no life. You're probably broke, ugly, overweight, um, and you spend your free time hating on people, which is great for me because I profit off of it. So I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm just stating facts. You spend your free time hating on strangers on the internet. It could never be me. Could never be me. But no, like I said before, it taught me a beautiful lesson about not trying to make friends based off of their identities. Like I said, the black friends that I have now are my friends not because they're black. They're my friends because they're my friends. They're supportive of me. The gay friends I have, I didn't make them because they're gay. I made them because they are supportive of me and they are friends to me. So that was the lesson that you know, refuse to absorb into your thick skull. Why do you like D over women? Real question. I've always liked D over women. Real talk. That's all I ever liked. There's a difference between looking for acceptance versus reality. What you are looking for is acceptance for your choices. Hey, sports jazz fan, why did the fish go to jail? No matter how many times you tell a gay dude that you're straight, they still hit on you. So disrespectful. I hate that. A lot of gay guys are obsessed with straight people, and it's like disgusting to me. It's lowbrow. It's giving mental illness. I don't know why gays do that, but I find it to be in poor taste. That's an awful thing to say to people you don't know. Are you on uppers? I don't know what uppers are. Are Trump supporters allergic to facts? Republicans got it right. They'll blame Biden. You're odd. Okay. Salute. I have a question. Is there ever a time to give up? No, there's not. Why are you worried about Epstein? I'm worried about Epstein because I have friends that have daughters, and I don't want young girls to feel in harm's way from predators. That's why I'm worried about Epstein. I'm also worried that our government is controlled and heavily influenced by a foreign country, Israel, and that this blackmail campaign has been used to influence, silence, and control the most elite people in American society. It's a slight concern. It's a slight worry. Democrats would be lucky if they get a janitor job in the White House this way, boy. That's some copium right there, C Money. I wish you good luck. I hope you're not disappointed by the election results in the midterms. Let's talk only about victims. Nyjamer, because the perpetrators are still getting away with it. I mean, no shit. You're not talking about the victims. You focus on the violators, not the violated. You are such a dumb cunt, Nyjamer. It's incredible. It's actually incredible how dumb of a cunt you are. It's actually incredible. I just seen a clip of your banana girls. I love my banana girls, Mandy. Then talk about their victims. If the info was released, the victims' names would be redacted to protect them. Nightjammer, you're talking to the wrong person. Get your homeboy Trump to, or get your homegirl Pam Bondi to release the names and the victims. That's not my job, honey. I'm not the AG. Get Cash Patel to do it. Get y'all team to do it. Remember Pizzagate, bro? They snatch up bitches on the street. They do. They really do. Wait, so do you support or not support Trump? I voted for Trump, and I will vote for him again. What do you mean? You see, okay, again, you guys don't understand nuance at all. I can vote for someone and not like what they're doing in their presidency. I like to suck dick, but I don't suck dick of politicians. That's one thing I don't do. I don't do that. That's what y'all do. Y'all do that. Okay? I voted for Trump. I would vote for him again, but that does not mean that I can't criticize him harshly for the bullshit that he's doing and the evil that he's doing in his administration. I don't understand what you guys don't get about that. Um, I don't vote for Democrats, but Democrat politicians do some good things. Just because I don't vote for Democrats does not mean that Democrats only do bad things. It's called nuance. It's called nuance. You guys are something else. So this whole like, do you support Trump or you don't support Trump? It's not about supporting Trump or not. He's a piece of shit. Some things he does is great. I love what he's doing with immigration. I love what he's doing with some of these executive orders, undoing what Biden did, unfortunately. But I don't like some of the other things he's doing, like sucking Israel's cum nonstop, guzzling Israel's cum. I don't like that. I don't like, these tariffs. I don't like that. I don't like this Epstein cover up. I don't like that. And I'm allowed to say the things I don't like, even for someone that I voted for. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Whew. But good question. I mind my black business, period. What are these UAPs flying around everywhere? Can we report this cacklejack to ICE? Please do, honey. The problem was that everyone wants to be a victim. You voted for Trump. I voted for Trump. I did, sure. This is a pre-recorded, bro isn't reading this chat. I am. I'm just behind in chat. Y'all forgot the Wayfair conspiracy. They were selling children disguised as furniture advertising. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, I love ice. Hey, Demula. Hey, Mandy. Would you date a lesbian because they identify as a man? No. No. Because lesbians don't have dicks. I like dicks. Do Trump supporters scream when they see facts? Some of them do, yeah. Where are you from? Ohio. I think your mic is turned down a little low. Oh, I'm sorry. It's because I'm using this, Ian. So sorry. Girl, you cute. Oh, hi, BIK Phoenix. What's going on, Phoenix? You kind of remind me of Duran Bernard. Do you sing? I don't. So, what do you think about that list not released? I think it's terrible. I think it's evil. I think that a lot of powerful people are being protected, even though they're pedophiles, because they hold tremendous amount of influence and elite status. And I'm pretty sure that if all of the perpetrators were identified, our economy would probably crash. A lot of CEOs would have to resign. I mean, it would be pretty crazy. A lot of politicians would have to resign. I mean, it'd be, life would be, American politics and society would be in turmoil. But that doesn't make it right to cover this shit up. I say burn it all down, start over. I say burn it all down, start over. Um, do you talk like that because you need to emphasize the fact that you're gay? Just curious. I don't hate you, bro. Yes, because being super gay makes me money. Sure, we'll go with that. Sharon wants to know, why did you vote for Trump and Republicans? Well, easy question. I hate the Democrats. That's why. Um, I was pretty radicalized by COVID. I work in the business sector. I manage a business, and I have lots of friends who own businesses, manage businesses. What Democrats and some Republicans did during COVID was draconian. It was disgusting. It was the lowest base bullshit that I've ever seen in my entire life. What they did with the hospitals was demented. I know that there are so many people that died alone in the hospitals. And this was all because of Democrats and their loyalty to Big Pharma. All for a buck. All for a buck. Devastation. Putting sand at skateboard parks, closing down playgrounds, trying to force children to get vaccinated. I mean, this is just pure evil. Pure evil. Experimental vaccines. It's pure unadulterated evil. I had business colleagues who lost everything due to the closures, due to the social distancing, due to the fear mongering. So I'll never vote for Democrats again like that. Well, I never did. I've been a registered Republican since I was 18. But I'll never vote for Democrats on a national or state scale in my entire life. It's never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. So yeah. And there's a lot of other reasons why. So typically I vote third party. This last election was the first time I voted for a Republican, recently. I voted for Mitt Romney many, many moons ago. But since Mitt Romney, I've always voted third party libertarian. This was the first time I voted for a Republican again, mostly because of how bad Kamala Harris was. So yeah. Anyway, people want to fit in more than they care about being correct. True. Heath, I'm bad on that Epstein question. Hello, brother. Hey, Cesar Vasquez. Oh, wow, Discord. Yeah, join the Discord, guys. Does it grease? Absolutely. Do you think Trump wears foundation? Of course, he's on television. Most people on television wear makeup, Ivy. Fool, this is beyond your capacity. Okay. Do you believe Trump is on the list? Yes. Maybe that's why he's not being released at the moment. Yes. The United States is going to fall the same way home did, and I'm excited to see it. Hey, dude, why are you black? Ask my mom and my daddy about it. Okay, Sam, enough with the same question. Sorry, I mean, when are you black? When are you back? I don't know. Tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. I agree with a lot of what you are saying. Base views. Oh, thank you, Gone Fall. Thank you. Appreciate you. You're very wise. I guess. I think I just have common sense. I'm not very intellectual. I'm not very smart. I just think I have common sense. The only time I've ever voted Dem was Obama's second term. That was the only time a Democrat aligned with my views. Same here, glad I'm not alone. Said hi. This poll is peak postmodernism. That's so funny. Um, why are you in a bathrobe? Because it's 1:30 a.m. in the morning, and why would I be in normal clothes in my home at 1:30 at night? That would be stranger than me being in a robe. And I'm sorry, Nick, but you guys in this chat are not worth me putting clothes on. Sorry, I don't care about you guys not to put clothes on. I'm not trying to impress you bitches. For what? I'm not here to impress y'all. So you get me the way you get me. The Epstein case is silly. This has been covered up for 20 years. Why are people crying cover up now? Casey Kid, I'ma tell you why. I'ma tell you why, Casey Kid. The reason why people are crying cover up now is because this administration got elected on the idea and concept of them uncovering the cover up. That is why people are upset. That is not hard to understand. They made a huge deal, not us, the Trump administration, not us. They made this a big deal. They made this a big deal. And now they're backpedaling and pussy popping with no phase two. We're phase two. The whole big thing with phase one, there's no phase two. You mean to tell me that we got bitches in jail right now for sex trafficking, but we don't know who these girls were sex trafficked to? As far as I'm concerned, Maxwell needs to get pardoned. Because if there's no sufficient evidence, if there's no victims, there's no perpetrators of the sex trafficking, then what the fuck is she in jail for? But again, the reason people are crying cover up is again because Trump made a huge deal about this. If they had not campaigned on this topic, we wouldn't be here right now. We wouldn't be here right now. So, what's your thickness? I have no idea what that means. Like my dick? I don't know. What do you do well in reality? Nothing, Steve. I live a charmed life. Own it, player. You looking fly. Well, thank you, Casey Kid. Thank you. How big is your manhood? I'm about 7.5, something like that. Show us that BBC. Okay. Once again, here I am, and I feel gayer. Well, of course, Chet Hanks, of course. And you keep coming back. Once you're gay, you're gonna keep coming back. I mean, listen, you can't get enough, Chet. Girth? I don't know, guys. I'm not measuring myself like that. I don't know. You guys are weird. I don't know this. I don't know the girth. I don't think it's like above average, honestly. Not tip width. You guys are sick. You guys are sick. What are you talking about? Sir, wait, do you have a skincare routine? I do, Ivy. Send me a DM. Join the Discord channel. I'll talk. I'm not gonna talk about skincare because skincare is a very specific thing. So if I were to give you advice, it would need to be a one-on-one thing. Slide into my DMs, go to the description box. I love talking to you guys in the DMs, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, you name it. Join up. Um, How do you build character more stronger as well as soft for the need of the situation and for life as a leader? I don't know. I understand. I agree to an extent. It's clearly a CIA Mossad deep dive. Well, yeah, obviously. It would be nice to know the implications of who, but I don't think it changes anything in Trump's agenda. Well, I mean, you're right. I mean, I can't argue with you there. You're 100% right. However, the issue is once you push all the toothpaste out of the tube, you can't put it back in. There are a lot of people who, for some strange reason, puts their trust in the government. Could never be me. I've been blackpilled a long time now. I've been blackpilled a very long time. Um, but this is one of those situations that blackpills people, and for good reason. Because when you really think about it from a moral perspective, does taxes matter? Does all this other shit matter when you know that your government, when you know for a fact that your government is raping young girls and feeding them to elite members of society? Like, it just makes it all null and void, right? It just really, it's a black pill moment, and you're seeing it live, and I think it's justified because it's purely satanic. It's purely satanic what is happening with this Epstein situation, and everyone has blood on their hands, and it deserves to be called out. Um, y'all are crazy. What do you think of Trump? Well, I'm glad I voted for him, but I don't like him. That's the short end. That's the short end. I'm glad I voted for him, would vote for him again, but I hate his guts. That's what I think of Trump. Do gay men wear male fragrances or do they wear female? I don't know that. I don't represent all gay men. I wear male fragrances. So I can speak for myself. I'm gay and 45. I've never heard someone ask tip width. Girl, Michael, I don't know what's. Never heard that either. Michael, you aren't concerned with tip size shape? I gotta go. You guys are crazy. I gotta go. Coffee cake, with those glasses on, you must know everything. I do, coffee cake, yes. Why couldn't just give us flat tax instead of all this overtime bullshit? Andrew, because they actually are not interested in the well-being of the people. They've got to keep taxation complicated. The more complicated they make it, the more they can funnel money to their friends and allies. It's all about jacking off big corporations, right? I don't mind you saying long live King Trump, but don't spam. Um, it's all about jacking off their butt buddies, right? Um, that's what it's really about. So, um, yeah, why would they do a flat tax? By the way, to everyone new here, this is a free speech platform, so you guys can use slurs, you can be nasty, you can be rude. I'd recommend you don't do that, but I call people dumb cunts all the time, so I'd be a hypocrite if I said you can't say words, right? This is a free speech platform, but I do not tolerate spam. I do not tolerate spam. You can call me the N-word, hard R, all day long. But what you won't do is spam my fucking community. Okay? I have enough fucking trouble reading this chat. The way I'll go off on tangents, the last thing I want to do is read the N-word 50 times. Just say it once. I get the message, okay? I get it. But don't spam. That's the only rule I have, is to not spam. And you stupid low IQ animal cunts still don't get that for some reason. I don't know why. Like, it's crazy how you guys don't get that. Just don't spam. Like, I don't believe in censorship. I don't want to censor your hate speech or whatever, but don't spam. Okay? Okay. It's tip shape, not tip width. Ooh, tip shape. Okay. What we wear smells good, Damien. Hey, cool. Tip, shape, and width are both valuable metrics. You guys are crazy. I just subscribed. I like you. I like you too, Jay. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. As soon as Trump got into office, he was meeting with Google, Facebook, all that shit. Of course. Gluck Gluck 9000 is Trump. Gluck Gluck 9000 is Trump. He's gonna suck off Israel. I mean, I can, I'm surprised he can barely talk. I'm surprised he can talk with how much Israeli cock is in his mouth. It's surprising to me. It's shocking to me. Big tech all over it. Listen, and this is why I'm also libertarian. This is why. Because the more power you give to the government, the more they fuck up your life. It's a linear thing. It's very linear. Like the more concentrated power government has and the more power they have to influence your life, the more objectively worse it gets. It's crazy. Wild to me. They want tax exemption to max out. It was looking. Why are you skipping me? I'm not skipping you, Rickshaw. He was like Mr. Krabs being like money, 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 money. Bro, what's up with that? Why so up Netanyahu's ass? I mean, he's like every other president except JFK. And look where that got JFK. I mean, he's just like every other president, no different. So what can people do while this administration is in office? Good question, Roberto, or Robert. Sorry. Good question. I say this occasionally, y'all, because we talk about politics and I do the clickbait with the titles. I like to get y'all all upset and emotional because that's what gets views. That's what gets the money, right? I like to get these little clickbait, hateful little titles, whatever. Fine. Easy pickings. That's how YouTube works. Emotions. You gotta have emotions, right? But to be quite frank with you guys, I really don't give a fuck that much about politics. I know that might be weird for me to say since I talk about it often, but you guys ask about it, so that's why I talk about it. I don't really give that much of a fuck about it because I believe that 95% of the things that happen to you in your life, the good and the bad, are your fault. I'll repeat, 95% of the things that happens to you in your life are your fault, the good and the bad. So the government is in that 5%, right? So instead of obsessing, I don't really talk about politics in real life, right? I don't go around ranting and raving about politics and shitting on Trump and shitting on Democrats. I don't do this stuff in real life. I just do this shit on the internet. But like, I focus in my real life less on the White House and more on my house. I focus on the things that I can control, right? And that's why my household has been successful under Democratic leadership and why it's been successful under Republican leadership and why it will continue to be successful under any leadership in this country. So that's my message to you. We like to bitch and complain and have it, spill tea and kiki and ha ha and hoo hoo, and we like to talk about this shit. But quite literally, Robert Gandolfo, you need to worry about the shit that you can control. You can't control these motherfuckers in the White House, okay? You can't trust them, and you definitely can't control them. Look at the material. Like, do you know what I mean? So, like, worry more about the things you can't control, how hard you work at your job, your ability to live on less than what you make, your ability to cut costs, your ability to make more money, your ability to work out, to stay in good health. There are so many things that you can control to make your life objectively better. And I think you should focus less on being a victim. Don't walk around life letting life happen to you. Go out and be a force in your own life. And blaming Trump or blaming Biden for all of your woes in life just confirms that you're a loser. That's all that does. It just confirms what you already think about yourself and that you're a loser. So that's how I would answer that question. Okay. Good question, Robert. I could tell libertarian immediately with your comment section rules, brother, good shit. Well, Peter, I mean, we see each other. We see each other. Do you know the tip? I do lean conservative. Even as a libertarian, I do lean conservative when it comes to crime, when it comes to drugs, and when it comes to immigration. I lean pretty conservative. But outside of those topics, I'm pretty libertarian, I would say. Do you know the tip shape is made like a plunger and has the purpose of pulling out old sperm and projecting the new? That's why it has the crease underneath. That is really interesting. Not this becoming bio 101. Thank you, KC Kid, for the education. Really? That's true? That's interesting. Thank God that's not a Democrat. That's good engineering to make a tip work like that. Nothing really, it's the rim that pulls old out. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. It's like a scoop. It's a scoop. The penis is a scoop. Guys, wow. Listen, come to that show's live streams and get yourself an education. Why are you going into debt $40,000 to get a major in left-handed puppetry and same-sex dolphin mating? Like, why are you getting a degree in that? Come to Cho's office hours and you can learn biology here. We know what a man is. We know what a woman is in this community. I mean, how some guys look like tubes with no rim. Ooh. Maybe they're not like as evolutionarily advanced as the guys with the mushroom tops. I don't know. Where's your scooper? You know what? I may not be single anymore, but if there's a time where I am single and I see a guy that doesn't have the scoop, I'm gonna ask him during the deed. I'm gonna ask him like, where's the scooper? You got old sperm hanging out in places that needs to be scooped out. What is going on? Is that something I'm gonna have to put on my dating profile? No films, no fats. Um, no cut, and you got to have a plunger. Like, what am I gonna do? Is that what I'm gonna do to the? Is that what I'm gonna do when I'm single again? Like, that's gonna be my grinder profile. Like, what? That's crazy. Um, it's literally a reverse plunger. That is wild. That's wild to me. Hey, Matt Deek Small. I always wonder if it's botched circumcision or just their genes. I swear to God, this is the most interesting part of tonight's conversation, is this penis, the reverse plunger. Nah, man, I'm black pilled and over this shit. I went hard for Trump and he completely bullshitted us. My grandma and I talk about this a lot. Once he got into office, he dropped the veil. It sucks. It sucks. I really do hate that. Because I've been black pilled for a very long time. Very long time, actually. Since I was like 24, I've been black a decade. When my grandparents cut me off financially, that's when I got black pilled. Having to pay your own bills and like realizing where your tax dollars are going, that's a black pill right there, right? And luckily I got cut off at that age, late, I know, but yeah, I know it makes me a little bit sad that people voted for him and were more hopeful than they should have been. Like, I don't think that a lot of people had a healthy sense of skepticism when they voted for Trump. Listen, you can go back and watch. I have 60,000 viewed videos, live streams. When the election was going on, everybody hated me because I was very proudly voting for Trump. And, you know, You can go back and watch those videos. And I'm dragging Trump, but I still was saying how much I was going to vote for him because that's what I did and whatever. But like, I never voted for Trump with the expectations that things were going to be good. His first administration was a piece of shit. So I mean, what? Why have crazy expectations now all of a sudden? So like, I hate that people are so disappointed and they feel like they've been betrayed. To me, it doesn't feel like a betrayal. It just feels like confirmation of what I've always thought about politicians. It just feels like, oh, I'm right again. But it doesn't feel good being right that like most of your favorite politicians are demonic. It doesn't feel good to know that. It doesn't feel good for that to be confirmed either, you know? Maybe a deformity from circumcision. The problem is that the majority of people need to be led. You are part of the minority who are aware enough to decide their own fate. On a large scale, you need good government for all the sheep. I know, Andrew. I mean, you're right. You're right. But I feel like this is not. When you use the word good government, we don't have that. We actually don't have good government, and that's part of the problem. I think part of the problem, it's like an Ouroboros. Do you know what an Ouroboros is? It's like the snake eating its tail. It's like, I don't know, symbolism for eternity or never-ending process or, you know, like infinity. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is what government does, either inadvertently or intentionally, is they make people dependent upon them. Therein lies the problem, right? Therein lies the problem right there at the very beginning. When you create a nanny state, it's more difficult to then provide for yourself, right? When you compound that issue with the fact that politicians become millionaires overnight for not doing very much, and you realize that this is all about money. Now, you may have some politicians that come into the game green. You know, they come in, they're gonna change things, and they're gonna work at it from the inside out, but they get corrupted. They get corrupted because most people have a price, right? Maybe me included. I'm not narcissistic enough. I'm not going to sit here and virtue signal to you guys and pretend like there's no price. I don't know what that price is. And I think that the honest politicians also don't know that price until they get in and they're confronted by the influence, they're confronted by the money. And at the end of every day, we're still human, we're still sinful. And, you know, having a lot of money can change your lineage, right? It could change your children's lives and your grandchildren's lives. So there are money plays an extreme incentive that I'm sympathetic towards it, but also it turns you into a fucking demon. When you look at what you have to do to obtain that money, you have to fuck over your entire country, right? But I get it. I get it. Good comment, Andrew. Good comment. They're not losers, just sheep, and you need good shepherds for the majority. The way you read it out, Biden didn't teach us this. The struggle is real, no tubes. That's the John Legend. Girl, you so fabulous. Thank you, Sam. Oh, you guys are really chatting it up. You're so right, man. Zero skepticism on my, but dude, what options did we really have? We didn't have any options, Peter. I voted for the motherfucker. So I mean, homeboy, we didn't have no options. I'm not gonna argue. What, Kamala? Excuse me? You want the deep state, like the actual deep, like the real deep state? At least Republicans and Trump, they pretend to be fighting against the deep state. Democrats don't even pretend anymore. They don't even pretend of not being a deep state. They don't even pretend anymore. But no, we didn't have any options. I know. I'm not shading you. I'm just saying it's fucked. Bongino and Patel are pissed that they can't bring out the list. We're talking thousands of people directly and indirect may move to cover this up. Casey Kidd, I'm sorry. I know that this is a very nuanced position, a nuanced situation, but fuck Patel and Dan. Fuck them both. Because real principled people would have called this shit out from the very beginning. Real principled people will be calling that cunt Bondi out on her bullshit. And also, another thing about Pam Bondi, I know she's a stupid lying cunt. I know that. We all know this by now, right? But to pretend to 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 huff and smoke so much copium to believe that she is doing this of her own volition, give me whatever copium you're smoking. Give me some of that. Because to think that she's acting on her own, come on, guys, come on. I mean, if we're gonna talk, let's talk honestly. This is freedom of speech platform. We can talk honestly. Let's talk honestly. Don't make it seem like because Pam Bondi is gonna be the scapegoat for this whole thing. By the way, this is what they're gonna do. By the way, the toothpaste has been smashed out of the tube, and they're going to try to put it back into the toothpaste tube, the bottle, by blaming it all on Pam Bondi. Get that bullshit out of my fucking face. I'm not the most smart person. I'll admit I'm not an intellectual like that, but I'm not fucking dumb. I'm not mentally restarted. I don't think I can say the R word because you guys will report me probably. So I'll say restarted instead. I'm not mentally restarted. Okay, I'm a lot of things, but I'm not that. This Pam Bondi didn't do this just because she wanted to fucking do it. Okay, she's not lying just because she wants to fucking lie. She has a boss. I mean, my fucking God, you guys are just imbeciles. Hi, Alexis Martinez, how are you? You started running? Oh my God, that's so cool. Look at my influence. Girl, look at my influence. Look at my influence. Hopefully, you don't overdo it. If you're not a good runner, maybe you're not, I don't want to say you're not a good runner, but if you have not run consistently, take it easy. Because the last thing you want to do, Alexis, is you don't want to overwork the body. And then when that happens, your brain is such a powerful fucking thing. Your brain will then, um, it will look at running as failure, as like death. And the brain is always trying to survive. So really take it easy as you start running. Don't overdo it. Don't become a marathon runner on day two. Um, ease up. Like just make it a consistent goal, a new hobby of yours. A couple days a week, go for a little run. Every couple weeks, increase the mileage. Um, I'm proud of you, Alexis. That's really cool. I think everyone should be doing their job to fight against Big Pharma by working out. Did you work out today? You should have worked out today. You should have did you move your body today? But anyway, I'm proud of you, Alexis. Good job. That's so cool. Um, we haven't had a decent government administration for a while. This new Big Brother bill has me concerned. Green tea, don't get me started on the big, beautiful scam of a bill. It's no different than anything Biden would pass. Run of the mill, ominous bill. It is. Oh, hi, Elijah. How are you? And hey, Joseph, what's going on? Oh, hey, Andre. What's going on, Andre Alcantara de Araujo. I butchered that, sorry. Where's Obama? Probably fucking some guy. Obama's really hot, though. I'm not going to shade him too much because he's super hot. He's probably the hottest president we've had. Obama is hot. My friend, I love you. No more games. Was 9/11 an inside job? Um. Okay, So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna just say this. I did in college. I got a D plus in physics. I got a D plus in physics. Um, but the physics of those plane crashes, they aren't physicking. They are physicking. They're not. They're not physicking. I'm gonna just say that. Haven't done much research into it as an adult, I'll be honest, so I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't have a strong opinion on it. But all I can say now as an adult, the physics are not physicking. They just, I don't know. I don't know. So I don't know. Good question, but I don't know. I'm not going to even. I'm not going to touch that one. I'm not going to touch that one. That's already been covered up. Um, Cho, your microphone is showing both a blue and red. I think this is causing the noise in your. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Have my audio been fucked? Has my audio been fucked all night and no one fucking told me? You guys are such fucking haters. You guys are really fucking haters, honestly. I'll be like the really famous people. And yeah, on today's newscast, we were talking about how Trump is an evil piece of shit today. Um, the fact is, Trump was the best option, and that says everything we need to know. It does. He was by far the best option. By far. That's sad. Very sad. What's your favorite motorcycle? I don't have any. There's no interference in the audio. Pam Bondi needs to go. She does. I was at Trump's rally at Nassau Coliseum and he used that shit as a thing to campaign on. He did. Not mentally restarted. I don't want to get banned, y'all. One day I'm gonna get banned. I just know it because y'all can't take the heat. I know. Um, I mean, he was the best option, and in reality, he's not the model citizen or representative of the actual people. He has many strengths, but clear weaknesses as well. Same advice for running like with an anal, start slow. Well, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Of course, it's not that he's like on a human level a bad smean guy. I just feel like he obviously takes advantage of the system by being president of the U.S. and is enriching himself through multiple avenues. Obviously, he is. Did you buy any Trump coin? No. Are you gay? No, not at all. I love pussy. Can't you tell? I do behest doing this for his legacy and love for this country. I'm just not sure his alignment is one of the majority blue collar folk. I don't think Trump loves this country. I think he's a narcissist and he wants to be in history books. And sometimes, as it's like collateral damage almost, sometimes he does lots of good things for America and sometimes not so much. I think he just wants to be in history books, honestly, truly. Are you an alien? Yes. Obama is coming to Ireland soon. I'd love to get tickets. Well, good luck with that. You're gonna pay a $1,000. The grift is real, honey. Maybe so, Peter, but to a lesser degree. It's peak romance July. What romance anime you watching? I don't watch romance anime. The only romance anime I love is Inuyasha, and that's not really a romance anime. I'm not into romance anime. But never forget, that's my felon. I know that's right. My God help you all. Thanks, Kenneth Jenkins. Pray harder. And God has a capital G, by the way. Kenneth Jenkins. Guys, I'm gonna go. I said I was gonna go at 90 minutes, but it's been 148 minutes. So that means we had a good stream tonight. I want to thank everyone for spending so much time with me tonight. I know that I'm pretty crazy and I say crazy shit, and I can be kind of mean sometimes, but I'm really nice too. I promise. I'm nice when I'm being nice. I'm nice, and when I'm mean, I'm mean. Um, but you can't get back time. Um, and I acknowledge that, and that's why I really go above and beyond to read most comments because you could be watching porn right now, you could be reading your Bible, you could be spending time with your wife, you could be fucking your wife. I don't know. You could be watching anime. You could be watching some other schmuck, right? But you chose to spend your time with me tonight, and I really, really appreciate that. So, um, we're gonna be streaming a lot more often. We're gonna be streaming probably 5 days a week. Right now, we're streaming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. I'm gonna do a daytime stream tomorrow, so you'll actually see me in clothing. Cause like during the daytime, I don't have my robe on; I have clothes on. So you'll get to see that. That'll be fun. That'll be cute. And then I'm gonna pick another day to stream. Haven't decided. It might be a night, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. Um, how big is it? How loose is it? And how low do the lips go? He already said 7.5. Love you. Subscribe. We'll be back. Oh, thank you, Casey Kid. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for this for the sub. I really appreciate that. Michael, I really enjoy it. Looking forward to the next one. Good night. Have a good night. His whole. I have not had. Oh my God, this is TMI. I haven't had anal sex back there for 8 years, so I'm basically um, like a virgin again. Like in gay years, I'm a virgin again in gay years. It's kind of wild. Um, Pimp Herrero. Um. Anyway, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow. Um. Again, I don't know what time I'll be streaming tomorrow, but it'll be during the daytime. Um. And then we'll be streaming again. So again, thanks, and I'll talk to you guys later. I'm chill as fuck. Oh, well, thank you. Give us up. We have a good time here. We have a good time. It's real chill. Join the Discord. We're real chill. Okay, it's pinned in the comment below. Copy and paste it into your web browser. Okay. Have a good night.